Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. I'm your host, B, and today we got mother-daughter drama when it centers around our community and our village. So I'm going to read this post, then we're going to watch a clip, and then we're going to come back and break down this post. It is a little blurry, but we can read through it. Okay, I'm 25 with a 6-month-old. My body snapped back in place and I'm putting myself back out there to find a man with money to help me care for my child. We're going to get into all of that. My problem is my 47-year-old mother who is so is so busy clubbing that she can't take care of her infant grandchild. These relics, and I looked up relic because I wanted to know exactly what she meant by that. An object surviving from an earlier time, especially one of historical or sentimental interest, an artifact, if you will. Okay, so she called her mama an artifact. All right, where was I? These relics get new wigs and they think they popping. They shouldn't be outside. They should be home to care for their grandchildren. My mama had her fun, and it's time for her to pull her weight and help me raise my child. She offered me shelter as a mother should, but when I tell her about my evening plans, she always beats me out the door. I need help. I need her to be responsible to her grandchild. I'm not the only young mother feeling this. How do I change her? No mention of the father, but hold on. We're gonna come back and talk about it and break that down. But let's listen to this clip first.
Nobody has to keep anybody kids. Nobody has to babysit. That is a privilege. That is I don't mind keeping the kids, but nobody has to do it. Nobody has to take your kids. Nobody. We do it because we want to. We don't have to do anything. And when people say, oh, you gotta do, no, I don't, baby. Even as a grandparent, I don't have to get my grandson. I do because I love being with him. I love having him at home with me. So I get him 3, 4, 5 days. It don't bother me. I love having him there, but I don't have to. If my niece and nephew stayed near, I would get them all the time, but I don't have to. Nobody has to do anything when it comes to your child. That is your responsibility. So nobody can get mad if somebody don't want to keep their kids. I mean, their audacity. Like, no, you can't be mad at me because I don't want to keep your kids. That's your responsibility. I help out every blue moon, but I'm not going to inconvenience myself just to convenience you. No, your emergency isn't my emergency. I tell people that all the time. You driving fast because you late for something, that's not my emergency. That's yours. You calling me a day before an event because you need a sitter and I say it's an extra price, that's on you. That's not on me. I don't move fast for other people's emergencies. I mean, unless they pay that fee. But no, you can't get mad because nobody wants to keep your kids, or upset with your brother and sisters or grandmama, auntie, or whoever because they don't want to keep those kids. That's your responsibility. You had those kids. So, yeah.
Okay, y'all heard what this grandma said. I can't believe she charging, y'all. You know, I don't know. For me, I'm not a grandmother yet, but if I ever become a grandmother, I couldn't see myself charging, but it is what it is. So let's talk about this post. This young lady saying she's 25 with a 6-month-old. No mention of the father. No mention of any responsibility of the father. No mention of the father's family. But I think we all can see that this child sounds ignorant because, for one, you worried about your mama babysitting so you could go back out in the club because your body snapped back in place, and you put yourself out there to find a man with money to help care for your child. So that tells me that the father ain't around because you looking for a new man to take care of your 6-month-old arm baby, which is like, come on, if you got a 6-month-old and obviously the father's not around because you on the hunt for a new man, maybe you need to sit down. Maybe it's time to go to school, take some kind of course and get your life together instead of worried about a man. You 25, there's still time. But anyway, you talking about your 47-year-old mama who busy in the club. Now, mama got to have a life too.
So you got a new boyfriend now?
Hey, mama got to have a life too.
According to the movie. Now, my thing with that is I'm not a clubber. So for me, it's easy to say you shouldn't be at the club, but everybody got their own things that they do. I understand that. So if you 47 and in the club and you're going to raise your kids, I guess that's kind of you. I live right by an old head bar. So it's always old heads at the bar, and you know, to each his own. But my thing is the sense of entitlement. You want to try to change your mama and shame your mama because you want to go out. Who are you to say your mama had her fun? As if older, mature people can't have fun no more. I just think that the mentality of the youth, the generation that's out here, and not just the young folks, because some of these old folks be on some crazy stuff too.
That crazy bitch out there again.
The whole it takes a village, the community, to send your kids down south to the grandparents. Them days is over with for the majority of us. Think anybody with any sense can see that. For me, for example, I don't have that kind of help. My mama still work 40 hours a week, and she ain't that type. She ain't finna be babysitting no kids. None of that. It is what it is. My father will, but not, you know. Ain't nobody about to just take people kids for consecutive days on end. So you can go out and you can hang and you can party. Partying is not a priority. She didn't mention work. She didn't mention school. She mentioned getting back out there and finding herself a man with some money. You want somebody else to raise your child. Anyway, I'm going to even move on from that. You talk about your mama offered you shelter. You 25 living with your mama, which I'm not going to shame that because a lot of other cultures do that for a lot of reasons. And I think more of us need to get along more and have more than one generation in the household so we can help each other financially. Why pay 3 energy bills at 3 separate residences? Why pay 3 mortgages or 3 rents if we all can just get along and we can, you know, start to save and have more money? But that's a whole nother subject. But this young lady trying to say that her mama needs to sit at home and her mama beat her out the door, which sounds to me like you will bust up. Your mama got smart. You will up it, because people will do that. People take advantage. You sleep. You ain't paying no attention. They'll up and disappear. Next thing you know, you at home with their child. So I just thought that this was interesting. The sense of entitlement that people have when they have children. Again, them your kids. You opened your legs and you consented to having a child. You carried it. You didn't give the child up for adoption. You knew that the situation with the father was estranged. It wasn't where it was supposed to be. So now your mother automatically got to step in and be the parent. And I get helping. I helped with my siblings. I have my children help, but it's not a responsibility type of thing. You can't, because at 47, your mama probably still work. Who retired at 47? You know, most of us didn't grow up in the best conditions to even be where we want to be at 47. So the fact that your mama's probably still got to work, she's stable enough to have a roof over her head. Hell, you living under her roof, but you got the audacity to complain. To me, mama done did enough. Now, maybe if you was going to work or school, that would be something different. But so you could go out, she done raised her kids. She want to get out. And now she got to beat you out the house. Your words, not mine. Because you will probably just up and leave that baby up in the house. I don't believe her.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more
She always beats
people.
me out the door. I need help. I do not believe that you have not just left that baby in the house and that's why your mama run to beat you out the door. You can't force your child. This is something that we talk about a lot. You can't force nobody else to want to be bothered with your child.
Nope.
You can't force nobody else to even love your child.
Nope.
Whether it's a man-woman relationship or a family member relationship. I have family members who got kids and feel a type of way. We don't have a support system in our family. I'm like, yeah, I know. Because I got kids. And ain't nobody help me with my kids. Why would you expect somebody to help you with yours? People got to realize that if you want your back scratched, you got to scratch somebody else's back. You can't just be having kids thinking you're going to dump them off at will on somebody else. That's not how life works. And then the fact that you feel entitled just because this your mama, where your daddy at? She ain't mentioned her father. You ain't mentioned the child's father. But everything got to fall back on your mama. Your mama need to do. Your mama got you to 25 and you living off of her. I'm in this video here. Y'all leave me a comment. Let me know what y'all think as far as how our communities is set up now. It's just not like that. And kudos to y'all. Shout out to y'all who got them family members, them aunties and grandmas who love y'all kids and want to help watch them while you do whatever. Even if it's to take vacations or have some time to yourself. But because I do know a family who is like that. But it's very few far and in between. Most people we in the last days, right? Men are lovers of self. People are worried about themselves. And I'm definitely not saying mama is wrong for that. I'll see more once I become a grandmother, how that life is. I don't think that the mother is wrong, but I also think that times have changed and people try to act like you want to be traditional, but you also want to have the modern. You want to have your cake and eat it too, and it just don't work that way. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to give me a like and a sub, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.